Hello and welcome to my video. This is the first one I'm narrating, so enjoy. So here I am, just clicking on the button, and here comes the battle. So this is the battle against my brother. I'm on the top, and he's down there at the bottom. I start with Gyarados and Shaman, and he leads with Bronzong and Blastoise, and I get Intimidate, so yeah, off to a good start. So this is my first of many Wi-Fi battles against my brother that I will be narrating, and later on I will be fighting against other people, which I will narrate and put on YouTube, of course. And lately I've been battling my brother a lot, but I just recently started loading them onto YouTube, the battles. And I've been using in-use, never use Pokemon, but this time, because I was tired of losing all the time, I decided to start with Gyarados and Shaman just to mix it up and kind of surprise him. So here you can see how it turns out. Okay, right there my brother double missed with Blizzard from Blastoise, which was really hilarious because that's pretty much the only luck I get through the whole battle. So that kind of sucked for me. And he goes for Extra Sensory on my Gyarados and then switches to Mismagius. Now right when I saw this Mismagius, I was almost positive he was going to self-destruct or explode with Bronzong, and that would have been the end of me because it wouldn't affect Mismagius, so that would have really sucked. So I decided to attack Bronzong, and I get a lucky crit and kill him, which was another luck for me. I guess I got more than just one. So right here you get to see how sucky my Psychic is with my Shaman. And Mismagius hardly gets hurt any. So he sends out his Flash, his Luxray. That's actually mine. I made it for myself and I let him use it. So I pretty much know all its attacks. So it's pretty easy to predict. So here comes my Earthquake. Just to try to take out the Luxray, which I probably could have done with the Waterfall, because it stabbed and everything, so I really should have done that in hindsight, because it didn't do anything to Mismagius or to Shaman, which is good, but it did not kill Flash. On a side note, the Mismagius is also mine, so I already know all of its movesets. It has Confuse Ray, Pain Split, Psybeam, and Toxic, which is, I made it like that just so it could pretty much inflict things with status problems and just really annoy people, and it really can't die as long as it pain splits to heal itself back up, and it's really good, and you'll see in a second. So here comes the most obvious Thunderfang in the world, which I knew was coming, but I thought that Earthquake would kill it, so I didn't want to switch out, which again, if I would have went for Waterfall, I probably would have killed it. And so I switch in my Grass type, which is my Sudowoodo, and it's a new Pokemon that I just started using, and I use it because it's NU, and so's the rest of my team other than Shaman and Gyarados. So the rest is just NUs. Right there he gets the Toxic up on my Shaman, but I don't really care because I have I run the Aromatherapy Shaman, plus I have the ability that when it switches out, it carries all status problems, so I don't have to use Aromatherapy anyway, but it's nice to have. So I just go ahead and switch out to get rid of Poison, Toxic, and go into my Dunsparce, which is one of my favorite NUs ever. I don't really know why, but it's a pretty good one. It's up there with, yeah, I just remembered. Its name is Spenda. It looks like a dizzy teddy bear, and I've never seen anyone use this Pokemon, but it's got a really good ability, Own Tempo, which means it cannot be confused, and that's really good because on my team, my normal team, almost all of my guys have Swagger, which will double my attack, and I don't get confused. And I also have a lot of setup moves like Iron Defense, which I can also use Psych Up, so with a little bit of setup, it can be a real beast, and like nothing can take it down. Right there, Mismagius is doing its job by just plain splitting and staying alive and cutting my guy's attack by, my hit points by a lot. he gets a lucky crit on Magical Leaf on my grass type, and I actually live to Mimic, which I take Pain Split. And then he Confuse Rays, and he gets my Dunsparce, and that's really annoying, because I really don't like Confusion, because it's really annoying to just hit yourself, and that really gets on my nerves. And then he knocks out my Sudowoodo with Psycho Cut, and that was alright actually, because it was going to die anyway, so I don't really mind. And then of course I have to hit myself in Confusion, and then I send out my Venomoth, and he just Confuse Rays it, and now I'm double confused, and that sucks. And then I'm gonna go start trying to hit him with a Bug Buzz, and I get lucky and I actually hit through the Confusion, and it's a not very effective hit, but it ends up almost KOing him, which is awesome because my guy's super strong. And then he goes for a Charge Beam, thinking that my Venomoth it's gonna be super effective, but it's not. And I just recently learned that because it's a bug poison, so electric attacks aren't very effective. And then I hit myself in Confusion again with Dunsparce, and then he gets a Pain Split on my Venomoth, which cuts my attack hit points, and so he heals a little bit, and then I go for another Bug Buzz, and I hit again, and then let me see, do I kill it? It's not very effective, and no, I don't kill it. And he goes for a Psycho Cut, and that's gonna be super effective, and that kills me. And I don't think this one really mattered, but he gets another critical hit, and super effective, so I didn't have a chance of living either way, but that kinda sucked. I snap out of Confusion, and I use Rollout on Miss Magius, and I kill it, so woot! Yeah, sorry, I'm a dork. And then I send in my Shaman, and I just wanted to switch in something. I don't know why I switched in Shaman exactly, but he goes to his Blastoise, and I decide to double attack it because I just can't have it getting off a Blizzard, because that would have screwed me over. So then he goes for a Psycho Cut on my Shaman, and this would have been bad if he would have got a critical right here, because it would have almost taken me out. And then I just continue to roll out because I'm stuck on that, and it's not very effective, so it doesn't really do anything. He sends out Infernape, and I decided to Psychic it, and I really needed it to die right here because I knew he was gonna close combat on my Dunsparce, or he could have even used a fire attack on my Shaman, so I really needed that thing to die. And then he Fire Blasts, and it hits on my Shaman, and that's an instant kill no matter what.
No.
So like I said, I have no chance, and it's going down, and I end up losing my Shaman, and that really sucks, because I was going for another Psychic, because Psychic would have been good on either one of them, but I was going for Infernape, because I did not want him to close combat, because my last two guys are normal types. And he goes for Psycho Cut, and finishes off my Dunsparce, and now I'm only down to one last Pokemon. And here it is. Now you finally get to see one of my favorite NUs, Spinda, or like how I like to call it, Sake Power, because it drinks sake a lot. And sake usually isn't very strong, but this one is, and it will beat you up. And he goes for the obvious close combat. I already knew he was going to do that, and I was going to lose. But I didn't want to run, because that would have been lame of me. And I don't like to run, so good game, Dustin. That's my brother, and bye. Okay, so that's the end of my first narrated video. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video coming up soon.